Sinbad. The name conjures up images of daring voyages and fantastical creatures. He is a legend whispered on the winds of the Arabian Nights. A sailor who faced the unknown with courage and a twinkle in his eye. Sinbad's tales have captivated audiences for centuries. They speak of a time when the world was a tapestry of unexplored lands and magical wonders. Sinbad wasn't always a sailor. He was born in Baghdad, the city of gold, to a family of merchants. Life was comfortable, but young Sinbad yearned for more. The bustling marketplaces and tales of distant lands filled his heart with a longing for adventure. The call of the open sea beckoned him, promising excitement and untold riches. Unable to resist the allure of the unknown, Sinbad gathered his inheritance and purchased a ship. He assembled a crew of trusty men, each eager to share in the adventure. With sails billowing, they set off from Basra, the gateway to the wonders of the East. The ship sliced through the azure waters, leaving behind the familiar sights of home. Sinbad, his heart pounding with anticipation, embarked on his first voyage. Little did he know that this voyage would be the first of many, each more perilous and extraordinary than the last. Sinbad's journeys would take him to the farthest corners of the world. He would encounter mythical beasts, navigate treacherous seas, and face challenges that would test the limits of human endurance. One of Sinbad's most famous voyages began like any other, with the promise of new horizons and profitable trade. The ship sailed for weeks, propelled by favorable winds. One day, the lookout spotted an island in the distance, its shores fringed with lush greenery. Eager for fresh supplies, they steered the ship towards the inviting landmass. They soon realized their mistake. The island began to tremble, and the ground beneath their feet rose and fell with a sickening motion. To their horror, they discovered that they had landed on the back of a colossal whale. The creature, disturbed by their presence, began to submerge, threatening to drag them into the depths. Sinbad, ever resourceful, managed to cling to a piece of driftwood and escaped the watery grave. Adrift and alone, he was washed ashore on a mysterious island. This was no ordinary island, however. It shimmered and sparkled in the sunlight. Sinbad soon discovered why. The ground was littered with diamonds, more than he could have ever imagined. He had stumbled upon the legendary Valley of the Diamonds, a place whispered about in hushed tones by seasoned sailors. His joy was short-lived. The valley was also home to giant birds, the rocs, who used the diamonds to build their nests. Sinbad, fearing for his life, devised a daring escape plan. He tied himself to the legs of a rock with his turban and was carried out of the valley as the bird took flight. He was deposited in a distant land, his pockets filled with enough diamonds to ensure his wealth for life. Sinbad's adventures continued, each more fantastical and perilous than the last. He faced cyclopes, outwitted cunning sorcerers, and even navigated the deadly Strait of Sirens. Through it all, his courage, quick wit, and unwavering optimism saw him through. Finally, after years of wandering, Sinbad returned to Baghdad. He was a changed man. The journey had seasoned him, etching lines of experience on his face and wisdom in his eyes. He had amassed a fortune, but more importantly, he had gathered a treasure trove of stories that would forever immortalize him in the annals of Arabian lore. Sinbad settled back in his hometown, a wealthy and respected citizen. He built a grand house and lived a life of comfort. Yet, he never forgot the lessons learned from his voyages. He shared his wealth generously, helping those less fortunate. He became a renowned storyteller, captivating audiences with his tales of wonder and adventure. His stories weren't just about fantastical creatures and daring escapes. They were about the resilience of the human spirit, the importance of courage and resourcefulness, and the boundless wonders that the world holds for those brave enough to seek them. And so, the legend of Sinbad the Sailor lived on, inspiring generations to come with his indomitable spirit and thirst for adventure.